So we'll gang, it's your boys in. We're back at it. We're back at it with Starfield, and we're we're gonna try to do more of the Ryujin missions. Hopefully, we might finish here sooner or later. And also, this is being sponsored by Debbie. Let's get it.
Are you finally ready?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for two reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
Oh, that meeting's gonna be chaos.
Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Alright, pause it if you need to read it. And this is for Zola Adisa. And here's fake presentation.
I'd hate to be on Miss Salso's bad side.
Catherine Luzion keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Not interested.
I should either.
I know
Oh,
your type. The free-wheeling space ace.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey there. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. You've done this enough. You're going to nail it.
It's so frustrating.
Hmm?
I should have taken this to
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
You're like quite a businessman yourself, my boy.
Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself, you either got great taste or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Ain't gonna lie, Chad, I messed up.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape?
A little bit of both.
Same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there is good downtime. Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues: delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, "Never judge a book by its cover," is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
You good?
That was easy.
ATMs are spread throughout the settled system.
You see any heat leeches?
Rarefied air above the dome.
Hey, keep your nose.
I hope you have some good news for me. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural, and I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
So what's next on the agenda?
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception. Nice to see you don't need any extra motivation. Not all of our operatives are thrilled with the idea of these assignments. And I know you've heard this before, but take care to not get caught. We don't want to give any room for authorities to suspect foul play.
See if I can do this without killing anyone.
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system?
Alright guys, when we get back, we'll be in Hope Town.
Of service, Captain.
Alright guys, we're in Hope Town.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Howdy.
It's great to see you. How is Ma?
Oh, same as usual. Except now. Excuse me. A little task for it here.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't. We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Well, that was easy.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them.
Okay. Hello.
Hey there. Got an update for me? Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus through Linden. Apparently, you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal. You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
I'm ready for the details.
Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
Alright, I'm not gonna bore you guys with the details. I'm gonna be at the Trident Luxury Star Yard, so just hold on 1 minute.
We scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land. Trident Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives.
we are docked.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that.
Trident luxury lines.
Everything okay? Making sure everyone feels safe.
You saw nothing.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic? Good work. R&D's been looking forward to this one. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
There we go, see Laura.
A gala at the New Atlantis Star Embassy.
keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
That was the single most stressful experience.
This deal could be huge.
Can I
for
help
my
you?
company.
Name an appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
You know, if they aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far?
The job seems right up my alley.
In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd. Is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in, so his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits, so if you have negotiation skills, use them. Oh, you'll get the information if you want to hang on to your job. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it? You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I run it.
asking if I can help him out with something.
Am I in your way? Sorry.
Be careful down near the mines and enter.
Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going?
Like, you can use it for a little friendly conversation.
Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up. Glad you see reason. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outposts on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions. Almost break time. Come on. What you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. Oh yeah? From what? You're the only thing around here that looks like a threat to me. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you to the void. Alright, who sent you? I'm not going to sit here and believe you found me to start threatening me out of convenience. Bullshit. But I'll play along. So, what's this alternative you're proposing? Oh, really? Who's going to believe it with no body? I'm on my fair share of hit lists, and these people aren't just common criminals. They have resources. They'll find out.
hand her over. But you have a point. Anyone who wants me dead would be dying to have her as a trophy. All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word you won't be harmed, for whatever that's worth.
Listen up.
I have something I really need to talk to you
I have a bit of time, and I
about.
need to talk with you about some things. I won't waste your time, so please don't waste mine. Stop talking. Complete. We're good to go.
Just get away from me.
Get you on my ship.
Hello, Captain.
I'm impressed someone like you even managed to find me. And using Ember as proof of my death. My little fan club would eat that up. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. Your ship, of course.
That's
I'd hate
crazy.
to risk damaging something I could easily sell. Plus, this way I can simply climb aboard to see if there's anything of value, rather than have to sift through debris. Any access cards I need, I can just take off your dead body.
Well, good
I'll
luck with
make
that.
it quick. I promise.
I picked up something you might be
want
interested
this.
in.
Someone go get help! Someone go get help, please!
hell is that? Oh, that's a bummer.
The Lux condos aren't anything special.
It's not easy living inside on.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay up. So, that lying she-devil finally got what's coming to her. I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now, just wondering when she'd show up to put a bullet in my chest. A world without Malai Liskova. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Oh, they will.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum.
Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech.
Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work done
Talk to me if you reckon you can.
Guys, I'm gonna fast forward to Ryujin Tower. Now we're back at
Don't
Ryujin
cause
Tower.
any trouble.
Yeah, whatever. But we're back at Ryujin Tower. We're about to talk to Ularu.
Ryujin certainly spared no expense on their exec floor.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. So sure of yourself, are you? Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
I've got my eye on you.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly what I want to hear. I hope we're already putting those talents to good use. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Dalton's going to be on the job hunt if he can't figure this one out.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Alright guys, when we come back we're going to continue the Ryujin storyline. Thanks for tuning in guys. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in again. Wolf out.